anyone out there who is watching this, welcome. This is Random Nonsense, where we are going to be discussing random fucking nonsense, because
I've tested the sands of time. I've felt the fire and never bent. I didn't rise from prophecy. I rose from pressure. I am your
Ross, you wanna go? You in?
Oh, fuck yeah.
hollow faces in the mirror. Lost soul searching for a savior. In a world gone mad, toxic and loud.
and we're live. Welcome to episode 3 of Random Nonsense. I'm Jay, your host. That's my co-host,
Our friend Travis. So I would like to welcome our friend and director, Travis, into the studio tonight.
Ahoy, everybody. How y'all doing?
You can throw it to the clip right here.
Yeah.
We have our special guest. I love the clicky button.
How's it going?
What's up, Shelly?
Not much.
Wait, I think I got it. Can you hear me?
Holy shit!
Almost fixed it. Dude. Oh my. I was this close to throwing my phone out the window.
What'd you say? You fixed it.
And
Howdy.
I didn't know how to say your last name. Thank you. That's what you
Yeah.
I love the makeup. These guys are great.
Oh, yeah.
Interview nailed down. We finally have one of my favorite people on the shoot, Kevin.
So, yeah. That was wild. Top of one.
Okay, there we go.
And here is our guest. And this is Michael.
Hey, how you guys? I'm good. How are you guys?
Our good friend.
Hey.
Hey, Hadi!
Hey, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
I did.
And I did too. I fucking jumped. Yeah. All right, here we go. Sam got the genuine platform, actually. The collective. Oh, yeah.
Groovy, it's crazy. Thank you, by the way. And before I forget the intro, it may be 3 minutes long, but it just proves that you're a true wrestling fan. Like, that's a legit wrestling intro. So it works perfectly.
Hello and what is up and welcome to Random Nonsense. And why haven't I thought about doing the turn like that? Like that was super cool, Evan. Why didn't I think about doing that?
I don't know.
like
We just filmed like an hour and something long interview, and we talked about all the great people. How the fuck did we not talk about these?
oh
my God, yeah.
Hello and welcome to Random Nonsense. Extra friend Jason, who plays Paul in the movie The
Yes. You come back. We'll fucking go. Good stuff.
For staying up till 2:30 in the morning and using AI to do everything now.
That is very good. I like that. Very, very good.
All opinions expressed on this show don't always reflect the beliefs of the people on this show. There will be some adult themes and references. We are all adults. If you are young, ask an adult for permission before watching. And remember, it's all for fun. JJ.
Hello and welcome to a very fun and hopefully entertaining episode of Random Nonsense Presents More Interviews, because I still haven't found out what I want to name this yet. I'm still quite torn, but I will come up with that soon. But without further ado, you don't want to hear me talk for a whole hour because we've tried that. I'm not good at it all by myself. So let's bring up our new friend, Andrew. Shit, my brain just shut off. Andrew. Oh, damn it. I'm bad with things. This is why I need Hefty. Hefty does, brain just does not do. But yeah, this is Andrew. Sorry about that. I like while that was going, I would kept saying it in my head. I'm like, I got this. And then when it came time to say it, my brain was like, wait, what do you want me to do now? And I'm like, oh.
That's why you lost it, probably, because you made yourself try and remember it. When you do that, yeah,
that's exactly what happened. And I was just like, this is not gonna work. And it's Neighill. See?
Neighill,
now that I wasn't trying to do it, I did it. Look,
That's
halfway
all right.
smart around here. Again, sorry about that. That's not
all good.
normally doesn't happen, so very, very sorry.
All good. All good. It's not the first time. It's not the last time. Yeah.
That's fair. It happens with mine all the time. Nobody really knows how to pronounce it, so or spell it, so it always comes out weird. So I understand that, sadly.
JJ?
No, my last name is Emer, and it's spelled Eamer. But for some reason, when like I try to tell somebody it, they are like put like more R's in it, or maybe it's the way I say it. It could be one or the other, or maybe it's my fault.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you meant people didn't know how to spell JJ. Thought, wow, let's need some new friends, I think.
Yes, I would agree. If they could not spell my name, I think I would definitely need new friends, because that would not be great. But no, enough about me. Let's hear more about you. So you have 2 movies under your belt so far?
We have 2 movies so far under our belt. Mary from the Prayer Ward, which is distributed through Blood Pact Films, and then Death Wheel, which is coming out through Blood Pact as well. Yes, hi Shane. And then we're in pre-production on a 3rd one now.
Oh, nice.
So we just did casting for that, and so we're mostly tight-lipped about the plot, but we can talk a little bit about the plot.
Okay. Well, I figure we'll start with Mary from the Prayer Ward first, and then work our way through that way. Keep it kind of how they came along. So I watched that again last night, like I was telling you before we went live, and it is a really fun movie because like we also said before this, I watched a bunch of movies I probably should have never watched as a kid, and I watched a bunch of old school westerns with my grandfather and my great grandfather. So for me, it had like that fun new feel, but still kind of in that like same light. So for me, that was fun.
Yeah, it's funny trying to describe what kind of genre it is, because it has all of those elements in it. Western, and I grew up with Westerns as well. I love Silverado. I love Quigley Down Under. I love, all these great Westerns. So that's part of my blood, I think. And then it has some horror in it, of course, and some drama, and yeah.
I think the acting in that for me is what really caught me. Like it felt very real to me, if that makes sense. Like the way that they would talk to one another and stuff. It wasn't just like 2 people who just get in the room and try to spit like a script to one another. It felt more comfortable, like they knew themselves beforehand. So which I think
that's
sells
great.
It more.
That's so good. That's a real compliment to the actors and to our whole process. It really interesting cast, because actually all of them are theater actors. All the main people are theater actors. Here in Lubbock, that's where I live. There's not a huge film community, but there's a theater community. And so I just through serendipity got in touch with a bunch of theater people, and they really did a great job acting and delivering the dialogue, and I spent a lot of time trying to make sure we all knew each other. I'm pretty convinced if you want a movie to look authentic and the acting to be authentic, you need to like each other, and hang out with each other. And so we spent a lot of time in community, and then a lot of those actors had known each other for a long time. I got the guy that plays Velkir, the vampire, Christopher Tom Smith. By the way, he told me I had to say hi to him during this. So hi. I hope you feel really, really nice now that I said hi to you, Chris. I'll say hi again. So they're all part of a Southern gospel theater here in Lubbock.
Okay.
And they had never been in anything like this, but they wanted to be in a horror movie. So there you go.
That works. I will be amiss if I don't bring it up. So the first time we watched it was me and Hefty, who's usually my co-host. He's unfortunately at work, so he cannot be here tonight. But he did bring up today, and when we watched the movie, your effects with the storm, he loved it. He thought the effects were great. The sound was great. Like, it looked great across the clouds. So I just wanted to make sure I did get that across for him, since he did not.
Good. Oh, that's really cool. Thanks for that. It's that the effects were probably the most monotonous part, because I'm a small production company, and so I have to figure out ways to do it that is cost effective. And that opening scene, I think, is the one you're talking about with the building. That was day for night. We shot that during the day, and then I just changed it to night through the editing and added some storm clouds and that kind of thing.
Great.
So, good.
From watching the last one I just watched, because like I said, I was waiting to get this going and whatnot, I noticed your name throughout the end of it comes up a lot. You wear a shit ton of hats for this, don't you, my friend? I was like, I know that guy. Wait, I know him. Is that the same guy? It keeps
I
going.
know.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, this poor dude.
I've had to learn a lot, and a lot of the stuff I've done is natural for me, like the shooting, the editing, that comes more naturally to me, the directing, but doing the sound is terrible. That is my least favorite part, is making sure it sounds good. But yeah, when we did Mary, it was me, and really it was mostly me in terms of behind the scenes, and then I would give some of the actors would do some of the shooting, like when I was in front of the camera, and they were just kind of recruited on the spot. Here, do this, point that way, and make it look good. Then when I got to Death Wheel, I had Alex Ottolini join me, who is my special effects guy, and he played a dead body in Mary several times. And he watched Mary, and he said, I think we can do some practical effects and have a lot of fun with that with Death Wheel. So I brought him on, and then we brought on, I met through a friend, again, more serendipity, but through a friend, Haley Duran, who did the score for Death Wheel. And so my team grew a little bit during Death Wheel. And then now with this new one, it's grown even more.
That's awesome.
I'm really thankful that I'm not as alone now as I was when I started.
I understand that. I mean, and it helps. I mean, it's hard to, and I can't imagine, like, I haven't been on your side of it, but having to write everything down that you wanted to say, how you want it to go, and then have to film it and kind of be that in-between person who does a tiny bit of everything. I can't imagine 22-hour-long days.
Yeah. So we filmed Mary over about 6 months just because of schedules. The last 2 days, I think it was the last 2 days of the shoot, we did the shootout scene. And those were 2 12-hour days. And I was absolutely brain dead by the end of that. And I was just done. I don't recommend that. If you can find help, but you got to do what you got to do. So when did you get the idea to start to write Mary and want to go from there? What was the thing you're like, you know what, I'm going to do this today? So I'd wanted to be a filmmaker since I was 5 years old. I mean, truly. And I just through different paths in life, and I pursued academia a little bit. I have a PhD in theology, and
that's awesome. Congrats.
I taught theology in academia, and that's where my fascination with cults kind of came in. And so I finally realized that I still wanted to be a filmmaker and that something was missing in my life. And so I just decided, all right, I'm going to do this. And the idea for Mary came from, I grew up with the Evil Dead trilogy, and I really love Ash, Bruce Campbell's Ash. And I thought it would be cool to create a character similar to that. Like my own version of that. And so I thought, okay, who can I do this? What kind of character? And I had this weird joke that I played on a friend where I would leave voicemails from Mary from the prayer ward for him. And, and it was this Catholic nun that was kind of naughty. And she would leave these naughty voicemails for him. And
Sorry,
And
that's
I thought,
hilarious. I don't mean to laugh, but that's hilarious.
And she talked, she talked like this, and she just left these really great voicemails. And I had the idea, and I thought, maybe I could bring her in and make her this iconic character. And then I thought, well, who's going to play Mary? And I thought, well, I guess I could do it. I mean, Tyler Perry dresses up. And then I thought,
Eddie Murphy's done it too.
That. Yeah, and I thought no one wants to see me dressed up like that for 90 minutes and talking like that. So
I would watch it. I would watch that. I'm not even gonna lie. Just from this bit that I've got to talk to you, I would totally watch that movie. If you made it right now, I would sit through that whole movie.
Well, maybe that'll be the sequel. Maybe I'll play Mary in the sequel. But anyway, that's where it came from. And then I just started writing. I don't do outlining. I just write. Okay. And then I like watching the story unfold as I'm writing it, because I'm putting myself in the place of the audience. Yeah. And so it just evolved. I thought, okay, we'll bring some vampires in. Why not? And
which was a nice touch.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. And I wanted the vampires to be different. I'm not a big vampire fan, but they just fit in this. And so I thought, well, how can I make these guys different? Okay, I don't think I can afford to buy teeth, because the teeth have to be really well built to sustain all the biting. And so I thought, well, we'll have them wear these weird spikes on their fingers and suck the blood through the spikes, because why not? So anyway,
I mean, it worked. And it's not something you see all the time. So like when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's clever. I like that. Like, because it's always like the head tilt and then it's the bite, or like, so it was different, which I enjoy.
Good.
Things that are different. So it was great for me.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I wanted it to be different. Yeah.
Pam wants to know, what's the hardest part of acting, directing, or shooting?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say my hardest thing is acting while someone else is shooting the camera. Okay. Because in my mind, it has to look a certain way. And when I'm acting, I'm thinking about how it's supposed to look, and I'm also thinking about my performance. And so that was really hard with Mary, because I didn't have a cinematographer besides myself. So I was giving it to actors, and they don't do a lot of filming. So in the back of my mind, I was thinking, okay, did we get the shot? Thankfully, with this new one we're working on, I have someone that is going to do the shooting for most of it. So I won't have to worry about it as much, but that's definitely the hardest thing. And remembering your lines when you're also thinking about the lighting, the shooting, all that.
Yeah, because even like you just said, you're processing 5 things at once while trying to act. You still got to stay in that character, but wanting to make sure, is the sound on over here? Is that over there? Like trying to make sure, like, remember if everything's set to go and then go.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Chief? How we doing tonight, bud? Sorry. We'll start rolling into Death Wheel a little bit. Fun pun intended with that one. So I just watched that one. What was the idea around that? Because I have my own thought, but I want to hear yours first.
Yeah. So I think we had just finished Mary, and I'm very like, I want to keep working on stories. Once one is done, I've got another one in the back of my mind that I want to work on. And I went on a run, and I had this idea on my run of this guy that shows up to some sort of reunion for something. Okay. And it's a totally normal reunion. They see each other, they love each other, they eat dinner together. And then after dinner, while the tone is still totally normal, someone wheels out this roulette wheel with a bunch of ways to die on it. And the guy goes, "What's going on?" And they go, "Well, we're going to play a game." And so they roll the wheel, and all of a sudden people are actually dying. And he's going, What what's going on. And originally it was going to be a short film, but then I thought, okay, I know how Christopher Tom Smith. Hi, Chris. Remember you wanted to say hi, so I'm saying hi again. He's very needy in terms of attention. But anyway, my idea was that Chris would star in it. But I thought, okay, but I also know Mandy, and Mandy played Mary from the Prayer War. And I thought, how would Mandy act in it if she was the protagonist? And then I thought, well, what about Mike? And then what about David? And so before I knew it, I had this full movie where they were locked in this cycle, and each one got to play the protagonist, where they show up to the party, spin the wheel, and die while trying to figure out why they're stuck in this loop.
That's fair. Like when I watched it, I felt like it was like somebody who's going through like the whole grief thing, like the whole grief cycle by how each time it changes. I was like, this is like grief, like, because there's a few things in there that were pretty like, huh. But that's what I got. That was my like thought behind it.
Huh. That's interesting. Can you tell me more about that? I'm really curious about that.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to like spoil anything of the movie, but like,
oh yeah, sure.
How they all kind of come back together to me, and they toast their friend that's not there anymore. Like I felt like that was the start of that, and like each time they go through to having to spin the wheel is like them going through another stage of that, like having to accept it, grieve over it finally, because each character in the movie has that one moment where they're in the car and they're just sad, and so that's where like by the end of the movie, and then what happens at the end of the movie, I was like, that's kind of like how I saw everything. Like it just kind of synced together in my brain, at least.
Yeah, I think that's great. I love hearing that. Because there is a little the movie's, it's about death, right? But it is about it's death in the sense that they are in this cycle. But you're right, they've lost someone and they have to keep facing that.
Yep.
And so death is just permeates the whole movie. So I think that's a really cool look at it. I like that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's why I said for like this one's fun, because I've never gotten to watch one of the movies like 2 days before, a day before, and then the day of it. So it's like still fresh in my brain. Like I'm still processing it. That's why I'm like, maybe we shouldn't have done this live. Maybe I should record this, because now I have so many more questions I can't ask right now.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, ask away. You can ask, and if I don't feel like I want to give it away, I'll just say, I won't give it away.
Fair enough.
That's good. Yeah, you're good.
So, how did you guys come up with the ideas for the wheel? Like, because some of those ideas that they do in the movie are pretty tough, man.
So we had we literally had a meeting. It was just, there's 5 actors total in the movie. One shows up at the end, but we had a meeting with the 4 main people, and we said, okay, let's brainstorm how we want to die. Not in real life, but how does your character want to die? So we came up with like 30 weird ways of dying. And then I had researched ways of dying, that had been used in the Middle Ages, and that was a dark day, by the way.
I can only imagine. I'm so sorry. God.
Yeah, because I wanted it to be interesting, but I wanted it to also be household items that they used. I didn't want someone to, pull out a bazooka and destroy the house. I wanted it to be like they're literally in a living room playing a game, and they have to interpret the ways of death. And what's interesting about it is we were actually originally planning on making every death random and improvised while we shot.
Okay, interesting.
And I was talking to Alex, the special effects guy, and our plan was, we'll just be Johnny on the spot with all the special effects, and we'll make do. And then a few months out, I just thought, I don't think we can do that well. I think we've got to plan these deaths because they've got to look good. And so, maybe someday someone will do a random one, and that would be cool. But
no, I get that.
anyway, that was so we took those deaths and then we narrowed it down to, I'm looking at the wheel now, however many are there, I forget. And then Alex made the wheel and burned the deaths into the wheel and put the skull on it, and yeah.
Though, now that you said it's the skull, one of the things about it that stood out to me, I kept getting that 1960s Batman feel. Like when you would zoom into the skull and the background would still keep spinning. I was like,
yeah,
is he like Batman? Because that's what I'm feeling right now. Like I'm watching that and in my head, all here's a da-da-da-dun, and then zips into it.
Yeah.
I was like, and it's such a good shot too, because like you can still see the stuff on the wheel. Like it is a really good shot.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, that was we had to, the skull had to be raised from the wheel, otherwise the skull would spin, and we didn't want the skull to spin, so it had to be an inch or two from the wheel. And when we did that and shot it, we went, holy crap, that looks really cool. And so it was a happy accident. I wish I could say that was my plan, but it was not my plan.
You could have just said it was your plan, and I would have believed you. So would everybody watching. They would have believed you. So you could have just been like, I'm just good.
Yeah, it just was not my plan. But I love that. That's the beauty of making movies, is that happens, and that's one of the coolest shots in the movie. So
yeah, no, I agree. So
yeah,
you kind of told me this before we got doing this, that a lot of the shots with them during those scenes were completely improv. I don't know if it's because like they do theater or whatnot, but they're like day and night, like being kind of like they're still their friends, and then going into whatever the wheel makes them turn into it. They were just so good. Like I laughed a few times. I'm like, this is really great.
They are terrific. Yeah. So after doing Mary from the Prayer Ward, that was very regimented, and we didn't deviate from the script very much. And that was very just kind of straightforward shooting. I wanted to do something that was experimental, just different, that I hadn't really seen before. And so I wrote enough in the screenplay for the story to be set up. And I peppered clues about why they're in this scenario throughout the story, but not so much that it would give away and be obvious what's happening, because I wanted people to think about it and hopefully rewatch it. And in doing that, I intentionally built in improv. And so some of the dialogue is improv at the dinner scene. Some of the scene where they're playing charades is 100% improv.
I thought that was definitely one of the scenes. After you said that, I'm like, that had to be.
Yeah. One of the coolest things is, there's 6 cycles, I think, 6 or 5. I'm trying to remember, but we decided the morning of each cycle what the tone would be.
Okay.
And then the actors translated that. And so that's the biggest improv. We did, the first one was pretty worked out, but then the second one, where everyone is just going crazy, that was totally improv.
Nice.
I think Chris Smith, hi Chris, I think Chris Smith just started acting like kind of a crazy idiot, and I thought, that's it, that's our tone, let's do that. And they they're wonderful actors. I don't know how I found them. Yeah,
I mean, you just happen to be in the right place at the right time as them, so it just my friend fate does that to us sometimes.
Yeah, and they trust me, which is nice. I'm not sure it's wise, but it's nice. Because there's one scene, and I wanted all the cycles to be unique, but there's one that we did all in one shot, one death cycle that was all in one shot. And
I didn't catch that one. Now I'm kind of mad at myself. I'm like, wait, I love the whole one shot thing. So I'm like, wait, how'd I miss that?
Yeah, it's the let me think. It's the third one with David. David's the main character of that one, the one with the peanut butter.
Okay.
So
Yep.
so the once David dies and spins the wheel, it's all one shot. So,
okay.
And there's a part of that Chris and Mike were really uncomfortable with because they had to. One of them, we'll just say, one of them had to act like a dog and nibble the other one. And so we talked about that for months. And
that I'm not gonna lie, that scene cracked me up a little bit. Like I will not lie, I laughed a tiny bit. Like when it started, I was like, "That's great." I couldn't hold it in. It came out. I'm sorry.
I'm glad they will be happy because that was torturous for them.
I can imagine. It's probably not that much fun to do, but they should know that they crushed it, so they should be happy with that.
Yeah.
All right, and now I have to ask, how many takes did that take? Was it like a one and done, or did we have to?
One.
Nice. That's good.
One and done. Very proud of that. To get to that, though, we rehearsed it probably 12 times that morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so fair. It wasn't like, I mean, it was a lot of work rehearsing it. We just didn't do all of the special effects until we actually shot.
Yeah.
So.
Because you don't want to waste that stuff until it's time to shoot, because it's not good after that.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't have a wardrobe department.
Yep.
So like if he gets junk all over his face, peanut butter or blood or whatever, like there's no one that's gonna clean him up. You know, we don't have someone that can clean him up. Hey, bud, go talk to mom. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's a child.
And I told you it's fine, my friend. It's how it goes sometimes.
They're monkeys.
Aren't they all? Like, they climb over everything, and if they fall, they get right back up. If I do that now, I'm dead. Be like, somebody call 911, I'm busted.
Yeah, I can't promise that there isn't going to be an injury during this interview. I just can't promise that.
That's fine. I completely understand that. So when you did Death Wheel, I noticed at the end of it, a lot of the sky and stuff kind of reminded me of the beginning of Mary. Was that intentional?
Oh, cool.
Or like kind of like that nod to the one that came before it?
Oh, that's cool. No, it wasn't intentional. It was just the way I shot it. I had I played with the exposure and the shutter speed quite a bit on that. And it was a very bright day. West Texas is so bright.
I can imagine.
And and so we don't have mountains here. I haven't seen a mountain since I moved here.
Oh no.
We barely have trees. Anyway, it is a nice place besides that. But it's so bright that I shot it so that I could mess with the exposure. I shot it bright, and then I brought the exposure down in editing, and that just kind of made it look doomsday-ish, I guess.
Which works.
Yes. Yeah.
So what was the inspiration for the end scene with that actor's look? Like, what was the inspiration for that? Because it is quite disturbingly creepy. Not gonna lie, a little creepy.
Good. Yeah, I wanted to. So first of all, the actor was standing up. He's about 6'5". The actor is.
Oh,
but that wasn't tall enough. We had to buy platform shoes that were 7 or 8 inches, and so he was in those. And then that actually wasn't tall enough, so we had to have him walking on these wooden crates.
I was wondering if like when he first comes out, I was like, is he on stilts? Because I could tell by the walk it was a little uncomfortable at first.
Yeah,
so
that's what I wanted. I wanted him to be like breaking into our world and feel like this world is unnatural to him. Like he's too big for this world. And so he's coming through in that way. And then a lot of that was Alex Ottolini and just working with him on the makeup and I don't know what I would have done without Alex. So he was a big help.
I understand that. I mean, especially when like you're and then not to go into my stuff because I do that way too much as it is. But like even
That's
us,
all right.
we had a small man crew. It was me on the camera, our friend Travis, who was the director. The movie was on camera, and our friend Sam. That was it. It was just us three. We would
Okay.
alternate it, and Sam was the prop guy too. So in between shots, he'd make blood and all that stuff. So we were constantly, somebody was always doing something. So it's nice when you have the extra hands. Because after doing one, I can't imagine what it's like to be like the only one trying to do everything. So for you to
Yeah.
wear that many hats your first few movies, great on you, man.
Thanks. That was for The Anointed, you said?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So 3 people
Yep.
were shooting it. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, that's really fun, you know, to have a group like that is kind of working together and I'm a big believer in co-creating. I try to give just enough vision that I get the movie I want, but I want to give room for people to create with me. So
Which is nice. You don't hear
none
that a
of my
lot.
movies are only mine, you know, they're full of ideas from other people. And by the end, after I've edited it, I can't remember. I can't remember what's my idea and what's theirs. So it's
More or
kind of
less the
nice.
collective idea then at that point. It's kind of tiny bit of everybody in it.
It is. Yeah. And I love that. Yeah.
So when did you start planning the next movie? Sometime after or still while doing Death?
During pre-production for Death Wheel.
Okay.
I was on another run and I had this idea that was a really cool idea of these 2 home repairmen, West Texas home repairmen that go undercover in a cult to try and solve a murder. And it's very comedic. This leans a lot into comedy. And so I'm really happy about that, and I'm gonna act in that one too. But yeah, we've got a great crew, a lot of the same people from the previous movies, and it's the third part. So at the start of all of this, I wanted to make 3 movies about cults. I wanted a cult trilogy, and so this is the third and final movie in the cult trilogy, and it kind of weaves the other 2 together. It's like a sister of the other 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's nice that you kind of had a plan, like where you wanted to go, because it keeps it neat, keeps it tight, and you're not like gonna like go, well, what if I want to do this? Then you change it. You kind of know where you're gonna set your mind to for your end goal. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So it'll be a lot of fun, and it's different. I mean, it's different than Mary, and it's different than Death Wheel, and I like that. I like that they're all a little different,
which is nice.
Yeah,
it changes up, and it's not even just that, but it kind of shows your diversity. That's not the word I'm looking for, but your ability to like still tap into other genres and still keep it what you wanted at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of fun to do that. And we're bringing a lot of people back. Mandy from Mary will be in it. Glenn Polk, who played the uncle in Mary, he's coming back into it. And my production company has grown a bit in terms of personnel. I have an assistant director now. Her name's Brianne Van Reenen, and she's done a lot of other things for the company, and she's just really into this. And then Alex Ottolini is back, and this is giving us a chance to play with miniatures, which I've never done before.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I don't know yet. He's still building them, but there's aliens in it. Like, we're bringing an alien cult into it, and so we're playing with miniatures, and we're gonna have the alien craft land. And anyway,
that's awesome. I'm like, now I want to watch this one up too. Now I'm excited. Thanks.
Yeah. It's a stupid big project, you know. I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna make it, and we have a great cast. We just held auditions cast
Oh,
about close to 30 people. So
nice.
It's a lot. Yeah.
So when do you plan to start to shoot that? Like, are you close? A couple months out? Year out?
No, we're so the main shooting month isn't until August 2027.
Okay.
And the reason for that is there's a lot for us to build, and it's part musical. So
you've sold me, sir. You've sold me.
So there's a couple musical numbers, and we got to choreograph that, and there's a bunch of fight scenes, and it's just a lot. So we got to do that. The other problem is the weather here in West Texas is really unpredictable.
Fair.
In spring
Mm-hmm.
and in fall, and really every month out of the year, except for when you get to August, it's just hot. And so it's consistent. So
all right, that's fair.
I'm choosing August because I want to give myself the best chance to avoid dirt storms, tornadoes, thunderstorms,
to avoid the gamut of all the things that could happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. So, but we're starting rehearsals soon, and probably there'll be some shooting of that in spring 2027. But the main shoot will be August.
Okay. That's not bad though. It kind of gives you time, like you said, especially if you have all the miniatures and stuff to build. I assume that's probably going to take some time. But
it will. And we're still a small crew, but we've grown, and there's just a lot of people here that want to help out, which I really appreciate. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. Sounds like you're starting to build yourself that small little knit group, and then it's going to expand from there. So that's good for you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. They're a gift. Yeah.
So if you could make anything you wanted, what would it be?
I want to do a Western, like a classic Western. I think that would be a lot of fun. They're very hard,
Yes.
because I mean, you think horror is hard. Every movie's challenging, but like doing a Western, especially in a modern time like this, where there's always airplanes flying, there's power lines, then you got to deal with horse riding and find the horses. And it's a lot. Yeah. I would love to do that though. Cause I love that you watched a lot of Westerns, but I would love to make a Silverado type movie, or
that'd be cool.
Maverick or something like that. But
that's a deep cut. You don't hear that one that often.
Maverick?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Maverick.
I do too. That's why I said that's a deep cut. That's not one you hear a lot anymore.
Yeah. Oh, and the funny thing is I grew up watching Maverick, and I just knew it was funny, and I liked it a lot. And then when I learned that James Garner had played Maverick in a show, and that made me just go, oh my gosh, I love this movie, because now he's playing Maverick's dad, and he's the real Maverick. Anyway, so
I get it, man.
Yeah.
That probably still one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Like that last shot of him throwing the card down on the table, that one's still in my head rent free. Like that is just a great shot.
Yeah. He's there's a lot of brilliant people involved in that movie. Mel Gibson's brilliant. James Garner's brilliant. The director, Richard Donner, is brilliant. Just so much talent there. Jodie Foster obviously is brilliant.
She's great.
Yeah, she's so good. I loved it a lot. So
nice. Hey, like I said, it's a great movie. So good choices.
Yeah.
So during at least the two that you've got out so far, what scenes were the most difficult to shoot in Mary, but also which ones were the most easy to shoot, and also for Death Wheel?
Okay. In Mary from the Prayer Ward, let's think. So the scene at the end when we're doing the shootout, there's a part where Mary and I run upstairs and we go into that dressing room.
Yep.
And we're throwing things at the vampires. It was 113 degrees in that dressing room because we're shooting in summer, and we wanted to die. And
I can imagine.
So that I would say that was as proud as I am of that. That was really hard.
Okay.
I had a tough time with my lines, just to be transparent with you. I hadn't acted in a long time since high school, acted, and I was so focused on everything else that I had a hard time remembering my lines a couple of times. And that was a little embarrassing because I'm working with these people that have memorized their lines. And so I'm like, all right, man, like, I gotta step it up. But they were so kind about it, and I think that was another difficult part, was just remembering my lines. I don't know, easiest to shoot. That was the other part, easiest to shoot. Every scene with Mandy Jones and Glenn Polk, because they are phenomenal. They showed up with their lines memorized. Glenn is an actor. He's done some movies, and he's phenomenal. And they were just ready. And their scenes, together, there's not a lot going on around it, so it's very intimate. And so I didn't have to worry about special effects or anything like that. And I was just able to play with the human part of the story, which was the most important thing for me with Mary. Because I had a feeling when people read about Mary, they would think it was just an action movie from start to finish, but that's not the movie. The movie is more of a human drama in a lot of ways. And so the characters were really, really important to me. And they just made it really easy. Glenn and Mandy are really phenomenal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Death Wheel. So there's a scene, hardest scene for Death Wheel. There's a scene where David is ramming a remote control car into his head. And then he turns and he runs into the wall with the car. And we got between David's legs and shot up, and to get the car hitting on the wall and the parts of the car falling apart. And to do that, we had to put the camera on a skateboard, and we moved it back and forth like that.
Actually,
and
really
that was
smart,
very. What's that?
I said that's smart though. I mean, I would have never thought of that. That's a really good idea. You just put on the skateboard and wheel it. That's really smart, actually.
Well, good. Yeah, that was the only way to do it, and it was really uncomfortable and hard. And,
I can imagine.
And I'm sure it was hard for David too. So, yeah. I was off to the side, and I was going like this, and we had to time it with his head hitting. And I don't have I don't have someone sitting in a room watching a big monitor telling me, okay, we got it.
Yeah.
I have to go back and rewatch it. So,
and then make sure it's there. If not, you go again, sadly.
And we do it again. Yeah. Easiest scene, honestly, was probably the charade scene. Was actually pretty easy. Because they're brilliant, and all of the guesses, all of their guesses during the charade scene, that's all improv too. I don't know how they did that, but they did it. So
it's a great scene, because I was like, are they like on the kitsch of the same like movie genre? Because a lot of those movies, I'm like, I've seen that one, definitely seen that one.
yeah. The one that blew me away was David did. So I fed them some of the movie titles. And so like I went to David and I said, Schindler's List, because I wanted to see how he acted out Schindler's List. And I guess he was acting like the girl from Schindler's List, you know, that the girl in the red. And then Mandy just got it. I'm like, how did you get that? Like, why did you get that?
That's hilarious.
So yeah, it was really funny.
That's amazing. From going through the movies the last 2 days and whatnot, and then having this chat with you, it seems like you really have like a very like love and passion, not just for your films, but for like films in general. So I think that's what makes some of the best movies, when somebody who doesn't just watch a movie to watch a movie, but they watch a movie because they love movies. I think that makes the best films.
I agree. Yeah, I can kind of tell when someone is making a movie and it's not for art's sake or passion, it's for, you know, trying to get a product out there. You know, I do love movies. I watch them every night, and they were huge for my childhood. I don't think I would have survived my childhood without movies. You know, I just had a rough time. So movies really helped me a lot. Yeah.
It gives you that escape from your everyday life.
Yeah. And you know, there are even a few movies that really like showed me what movies can do, and they like reached in and they just really impacted me. Field of Dreams is one that when I was a kid, I watched it when I was a kid, and I thought, gosh, this is fun. And then maybe when, I don't know, 9 or 10, I watched it, and like I got it. And all of a sudden I'm like weeping as a 9 or 10-year-old, and I'm like, holy cow, what is this that's coming out of my eyes, you know? So that, and Castaway, Robert Zemeckis' movie Castaway, I watched that during a really hard time as a kid, and I swear that kept me going. Like I'm not sure I would have survived if I didn't have those movies. So yeah, they're just powerful. I really love them.
No, I understand that, and just you saying that, now that I'm thinking back about your movies, I'm like, all right, now I see that even more now, because it's like you're not just making a movie you want to watch. You're making a movie that maybe one day will like touch some kid and make them go, you know what, I want to do this too. I want to make a movie, and just get into their own path. So that's super awesome.
That would be cool. That would be really cool for that to happen. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that would be really neat.
So I have to ask, it's the same thing I ask everybody else. How did you meet Shane? Because Shane is that guy that somehow ties all of us together in his weird little umbrella of Blood Pact films.
I see a question there that this will help answer too. Pamela said, how can I watch Mary? So you can watch Mary because of Shane. Blood Pact Films is our distributor, and Mary is available on platforms everywhere. So you could look for it on Fossum and Prime, and Death Wheel will be as well. But how did I meet Shane? I haven't officially met him yet. We've just talked a lot. So
okay, that's fair.
But
it's kind of the same
like
thing at a point.
Yeah, we've met digitally. We're
all right. That's fair.
So I went to a festival. My movie Mary was in a festival, and the guy that did that festival had heard of Blood Pact Films, and I was looking for a distributor. Hey, Blood Pact is hey,
he must be checking in on us. I'm doing good. I'm sorry, sir. I'm doing good.
Thank you, Shane. You know what? I didn't realize how important it was to have a distributor. You know, like when you're making a movie, there's all of these hurdles like that you have to get over, and if you get to the end without being dead, then you've survived. But I got through the end of Mary, and then I thought, oh, now what do I do with it? You know, and so I started asking around, and I asked this festival director, and he said, yeah, Blood Pact is looking for movies. And I had contacted some other distributors by that point, hadn't heard back at all. So I had been rejected so much. I just kind of thought, well, I'll reach out. I don't know if this is going to work, but anyway, that director reached out to Shane for me, and then we connected, and he liked the movie, and that was it.
Nice.
So yeah, and I really like him. He's a great guy. Someday I'm gonna go to the. Hopefully, I can go to his what is it, Horror Haven Film Expo. That would be a lot of fun.
I want to check that out too. And I'm like, that sounds like a hell of a good time.
Yeah. So yeah, and then the movie. I know. See, Pamela says I don't have any of the streams, so you can also buy the hard copies from Blood Pact Films as well. There's DVD and Blu-ray, so
you could do that and check out all their other stuff that they have there.
They got a lot of movies. He's been acquiring a lot of movies.
He's been very busy.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we may have a special guest, our good friend Shane. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
You look like you're in a nice house, sir.
Oh my, there was an echo. Okay.
I like your grand piano.
Hey, thank you.
Very fancy.
Yeah.
I like the whole background. I've never even seen the background before, so I wish this was my house, but it's not.
He's in an undisclosed location. We can't know secrets.
Nope. Yep.
Yeah. This is my background. It's called Basement.
Hey, nice.
It's fancy.
Mine's couch.
Yeah.
Nice. I just wanted to pop in real quick and say thank you very much for I guess trusting Blood Pact Films with your two babies, and I truly do appreciate it. So
oh man, it's so easy. You're great. Like I've said that a lot. I have zero regrets about that. So
awesome.
Yeah. I love it.
I greatly appreciate it. It's been an honor, and it makes your film makes my job a lot easier. So I definitely appreciate that. So
nice.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good.
And thank you very much, JJ, for doing what you're doing. Because
no worries, man.
Again, you guys are awesome. So
hey, trying to help you out, help me out. Trying to get the wheel running for us all, my friend.
Yeah. But I won't keep you guys. Great interview so far. I just wanted to pop in and personally thank you. Because
love it, man.
All right.
See ya.
See you guys.
Later,
Thank
Shane.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, man. That was super nice of him. What a guy.
Oh, that was great. Yeah. Is anyone else going to pop in?
So far, not yet. So, no. But no, this was a shit ton of fun. We definitely have to get together and do this again when I actually have Hefty here, so you can meet him, because I'm sure he has things that I forgot to ask that he would probably love to ask you.
Oh yeah, just name the time and place. I'll be there. It was great.
That works for me. I will keep you in the loop, my friend. Well, do you have anything else to add so I can let you go enjoy your night?
Not at all. This was fun. This
Thank
was
you
a
for
lot
that.
of fun. Yeah, you're great at this. So
Appreciate
keep it
that.
up.
Seriously,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, keep it up. So let's do it again.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, everybody go enjoy your night. I will be back here Thursday for our normal whatever dumbness that we do on our Thursday show. And then I'll be here again on Friday hosting my friends Tom and Amy, because it's their week off from their channel. So they'll be on my channel. So I'll be busy the rest of the week.
Very good.
Note, have a great night, and we'll see you guys here on the next show.